You driving?
Some Plan Bs are smarter than others. If you're drinking, don't drive. RBT means you need a Plan B. Authorised by New South Wales Government, Sydney.
Craig, it's fantastic when you get to a first grade grand final. There's a certain excitement around the ground always.
Yeah, there absolutely is, and I think the two teams today would be really delighted about it all, actually, especially Bankstown coming from scraping into the finals, then getting through, so they'll be delighted. But Sydney Uni have had a good run this year too, so I think both teams will be pretty up for it.
The ground looks great. It's obviously a bit overcast, but I mean, coming to a ground like Hurstville Oval, it's always a quality place to play a game like this.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I think, Dave, that Hurstville and St George put a great job on. I mean, it's a bit wet this morning, I suppose, but it's in great nick and the ground's in good condition. They've hosted first-class cricket here this year, so all the conditions are here for a great game of cricket.
And we're streaming the game this year for the first time through the website, so it'd be nice for people at home to be able to tune in and see what's going on.
Oh, absolutely. I hope they all jump on the net. www.cricketnewsouthwales.com.au, is that right?
Very good, yeah, you remembered it well.
No, I think it's great for the game, and it's bringing us into the modern era as well too. You know, we want to get to a bigger audience with great cricket, and hey, what a better way to do it. You know, the net's there, everybody's using it, everybody's online, so, you know, all the guys sitting at their office day at work can be looking at the scores, and looking at the match. It's great.
Congratulations on the role you've played this year, and the committee as well, and let's hope we have a great final.
Yeah, thanks. It'll be a good day, mate. Thank you.
Okay, we're here with John Jobson from the St George Club. A little bit murky today, but hopefully we'll get some play.
Well, let's hope so. It's the wicket's good. Let me tell you, it's been great. The boys have worked on it very hard this week. Adam Lewis has done a great job there. Look, the forecast is showery today. We'll get some cricket, I think, but it'll be one of those on and off sort of days, which is a bit disappointing. The start of a first grade final, but the boys will do the best they can, and hopefully we'll get some cricket.
Tell us a little bit about the wicket this year. How's it played? What sort of scores, you know, would have been par for the season?
Look, it's been a mixture. Most of the time, the scores have been well in excess of 250 to 300 plus. It's a good batting wicket normally. Traditionally, in the last few years, it's had a fair bit early. I don't think that'll be the case here today. I think they've rolled it very, very flat, and it'll play pretty true. So it'll be a high-scoring game if we get some good conditions.
With the conditions and having played here a lot yourself, if you're the captain today and you won the toss, what would you do?
Yeah, it's one of those awkward ones. Finals, you always think you get some runs on the board and put a lot of pressure on, but you know, you've got to weigh up bowling, wet ball. I still think once play starts, it'll start because there's a break in the weather. The wicket will be good. I think I'd still bat.
Okay, thanks, Jobbo, and congratulations to the St George Club on putting on today.
Thanks very much, David. Our pleasure. Thank you.
We get a chance to catch up with David Moore. Now, Maury, you've actually had a bit of success in the grand final a few years ago, but you did pretty well.
Oh, well, St George beat Western Suburbs in the grand final at Bankstown Oval in 85-86, and we're in a bit of trouble at one point in time, and then Brett McCurdy and I came together for the 9th wicket partnership and ended up with a competitive total, and then we beat Wests on the day with Dirk Wellham, Dave Gilbert involved with the club, which was fantastic.
And in your capacity today, you're obviously out here looking at some of the talent on show, and there is a lot of good young talent in these two teams.
Oh, fantastic young players. Obviously, you've got some first-class players in Abbott and Henry, and then, of course, in Bankstown, you've got some good young players as well as some old stages like James Allsop and Dean Burks, Jared Burks. So, no, it's going to be a very good game.
And with your role with Cricket New South Wales and coach education, but also looking at talent that's around, how important is it our performances in these big games such as this?
Look, I think any time any young player gets an opportunity to go on show, it's whether it's grade cricket or an SCA game, it's very important. But in the grand final, which is played over 3 days, where the selectors and others will be looking at these guys' performance to be able to bat for long periods of time, take wickets under pressure and perform under pressure, I think it's very important.
Gents, wonderful day here for a grand final, a little bit overcast. Have you been checking the radar?
Yeah, had a look at the radar, David. It seems to be okay. They've said possible thunderstorms this afternoon, scattered showers over the weekend, but the wicket table and square looks in fantastic condition, so I think we should have no problem starting on time, weather permitting.
And Jared, you've done a lot of big games this year, but I imagine you still get very excited, and the Butterflies are there for a first grade grand final.
Yeah, how can you not get excited? It's just the combination of a lot of work for a lot of blokes, you know, us included. But really, I mean, the players are here. They've worked all year for this, and it's a massive game. It's as big as any game we do all year. The first grade grand final in Sydney is massive.
And David, going back to your time when you were playing, if you're playing in a grand final and you were winning the toss today, is it a sort of batting day or a bowling day, you think?
Look, I'd probably like to bat first, get runs on the board. I think it's important to have the runs on the board in these big games. You can build pressure in the field as a unit. Look, it's hard to say. We haven't had a really good look at the wicket. Over 3 days of cricket, yeah, I would say that I'd probably bat first.
Okay. And Jared, just finally, a lot of quality players on show today. Having done finals previously, what's your expectation of this game? Does it tend to be more intense than most first grade games you do?
Oh, look, absolutely. What I've found, this is my 4th one now, and what I've found is these games are as intense as a Shield game. There's no question about it. The first grade grand final in Sydney is big. You talked about the quality players on show. I think this is a perfect platform for the quality players to really stand up, and history has shown that the guys who are the real quality players do that. You know, there are moments in a grand final, moments in any game, particularly in a grand final, where the good players stand up and say, yeah, I'm going to take control of this, and quite often that leads to a winning result. So yeah, I'm expecting some of the quality players will really show today.
All right, gents, the 2 best guys going around. Congratulations on getting selected for today, and good luck with the final.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, David. Thank you.
Scotty, you won the toss. Going to have a bowl.
Yeah, well, I think there's a bit overcast around. It's meant to drizzle around the day, so hopefully our bowlers can make the use of the new conditions.
Is the wicket similar to what you thought it would be here?
I think so. Like I said, with the weather that's around, you know, the preparation's probably lacking, but we expected that, so hopefully we can make use of the new conditions.
No Greg Mel for the final. It's a big loss.
No, I don't think so. You know, Greg's obviously an influential part, but the guys that come in for him can more than step up to his position.
James lost the toss. You're going to have a bat. What are your thoughts on that?
Not too concerned, to be honest. I think runs on the board in the finals, obviously a big part of it. Put a lot of pressure on them batting second. So yeah, I think it's one of those 50-50 ones. We're looking forward to getting out there and getting through the first session and hopefully laying a platform for the rest of the game.
You've won a lot of tight games this year and played really well to get here. Do things change with the extra day, the 3-day game?
Not really. I mean, we just got to keep doing what we've been doing. Our young guys have really enjoyed the occasion, and they've stood up this year when they've needed to. So hopefully they can do it today in the final, and hopefully it's been no different to the close ones we've played in both the semis.
And your own form has been good this year. You enjoyed leading the side?
Yeah, I have. I got to do it sort of the last 6 games or so, and this is my last year, so I'm hopefully going to finish on a winning note.
Okay, all the best, and let's hope you go out with a bang.
Thanks, mate.